Howdy y'all and welcome. Hope everybody's doing well out there so far. We can get into this day in weather history. Back in 1944 during World War II, we had what was the Great Atlantic Hurricane of 1944. Caused about $100 million worth of damage. Formed just north of Puerto Rico. Military needed to know just how bad the storm was, so they flew into it. And it sunk a lot of warships on this day in weather history. You can see swept across Cape Hatteras and Chesapeake Bay, sideswiped New Jersey and Long Island, and crossed southeastern Massachusetts. Hurricane killed more than 400 people, mainly at sea because of the war going on, and also destroyed the Atlantic City, New Jersey boardwalk as well. So that's this day in weather history, y'all. And we actually have a chance of tropical development out here by the Atlantic. At 50% chance the next 7 days. We see it's just mainly going to be a low pressure system moving in. We'll get into that here in a little bit. We actually have Tropical Storm Gordon out there with current winds of 46 mile an hour and a low pressure of 1,004 millibars. Not expected to do much, supposed to become a tropical depression and then re-strengthen back into a tropical storm as soon as the 18th. But that's expected to just recurve, not much to worry about. And we also have Ileana, which really didn't turn into a hurricane, just remained a tropical storm as it moved over the Baja of California. It's expected to move up here into Mexico and remain a tropical depression by the 16th. Now, this could result in a severe weather pattern here soon, as well as some major snowfall up by the Colorado Mountains, which we'll actually get in that here in a little bit as well. So let's go ahead and get into the weather belt models to take a look at that tropical development chance out here by the Carolinas. Now, keep in mind that date and time's up here if you ever want to keep track, by the way. As it pushes forward, we can see some information out there as soon as tomorrow. Then it's supposed to be moving in by Monday. It's going to be causing a lot of heavy rainfall, heavy winds, and well-needed rainfall actually to much of Ohio and parts of Indiana as well. Not much of Indiana is going to be getting impacted by this, but Ohio is definitely going to be feeling the impacts and well-needed rain as well. As y'all are in a pretty significant drought over here in the Ohio Valley, pretty significant drought in southeastern Ohio, and a moderate drought over here by the Williams Weather Headquarters in Indiana. So definitely could use the rain here. Now as we take a look at the Atlantic Basin to take a look at Gordon, we can see it's just a tropical storm turning into a tropical depression, which will actually just recurve, not affect the lower 48 any, or actually any of these Caribbean islands. Watch as we head into next week, right on the 23rd time frame. We can see there is another system, which y'all know the GFS is typically the clickbait model that everybody uses, and it prints tropical storms left and right. But it's looking like there could be another system moving in by the 23rd. Not expecting this to actually form, but if it does, I will be keeping you updated. That's looking like we could have our third system moving in at the end of the month. Now, as far as Ileana goes, we can see it's still a tropical storm turning into a tropical depression as we head into Monday, and we can see it's really dissipates as it heads up into northern Mexico, and it could actually result in some severe weather and some major snowfall up in the Colorado Mountains as we head into the middle parts of next week. So that's what kind of tropical storms and hurricanes we got forming out there. See Gordon out there, tropical storm right now, depression, and then tropical storm. And of course we have this 30% chance the next couple days. Of course, Ileana as well. Please be aware of this if you live by the Baja, by the way, and over here by Mexico. Here's how much rainfall y'all could get in on from Ileana. And here is the arrival times, which they're actually not showing because it's just supposed to weaken down significantly and move up into New Mexico and Arizona. So definitely be aware of Ileana if you live out by this way as well. Now, we actually do not have hardly any severe weather going on for the next 8 days, so this is some good news. Now, this is of course subject to change. Now, let's go ahead and get into what we could expect for the next couple weeks, since we already know there's tropical storm chances moving inland later this week. And once we get past those, it's looking like there could be some snowfall up in the higher elevations over by Wyoming and Montana. And we could be coming in on very soggy conditions here out east. There could be some snowfall over here in the mountains of California as well. But watch as we head into next weekend. There could be some severe weather as soon as the 20th. Now, this is potentially related to Ileana. We can see we could be coming in on an uptick in some severe weather as we head into next weekend. The first day of fall actually is on the 22nd. I know in the last video I said it was on the 21st, but I thought it was on the 21st, but apparently It's on the 22nd. And it's looking like we could be getting in on well-needed rainfall over here in the eastern part of the country as this next system starts to roll in. Now, this could change, of course. This is well over 200 hours out. But if it does form, I will be keeping y'all updated on X and Facebook. And this could result in some well-needed rain over here in the Ohio Valley as y'all do need it. And we can see we head into the end of the month. Really, this is 300 hours out. It's unreliable, but we could be coming in on a major snowstorm up in the Colorado mountains. Very chilly air could be in store out there. And some severe weather could be in store over here by Oklahoma. And looking like there could be another potential tropical storm chance down here by the Baja again as we head into the end of the month. As y'all can see, risk of heavy precipitation from the 21st into the 27th. You can see there's a slight risk over here from Oklahoma up into the Dakotas, into Minnesota, and over here amongst the East Coast. This is mainly due to that 30% chance rolling in early on this week. And there's also a chance up here by Alaska as well. Now, as far as the precipitation outlook goes, looking like from Texas up here into the Northeast, dealing with some below average precipitation, and down here by Arizona as well. That's looking like much of the country is going to be well above average. Next 8 to 14 days, near normal to above average for much of the country, except for up here in the Northeast. This also includes Michigan and down here amongst the Southwest. But we're going to be above average over here in the central part of the country, mainly due to some severe weather occurring over by Oklahoma. It's looking like there could also be a major snowstorm at the end of the month, so it's definitely pretty interesting. As we zoom in on the Mountain West, now this is well over 200 hours out. Please keep this in mind. It's might not even happen, just like that tropical storm chance as we head into next weekend. But we can see major snowfall occurring out there, which is pretty exciting for those ski resorts. You can see right around a foot or more of snowfall is going to be occurring as we head into the end of the month. Now, this probably won't happen, but if it does, definitely be keeping y'all updated. And speaking of a lot of snow, did you know that a buttload is an actual measurement? About 30.7 inches is actually a buttload, or 477 liters. So that's your interesting fact of the day. I didn't know that. Now, other than snowfall out west, severe weather amongst the central part of the country, and a potential tropical storm moving in down by eastern Florida as we head into next week, let's going to take a look at the temperatures, since we could be coming in on some very chilly temperatures out in the western part of the country. We can see as we head into this weekend, it's going to be pretty hot, unfortunately. We're still in the summertime, y'all. Still remaining hot, cool out west, but really remaining the same as we head into the middle and end of the month. But watch as we head into the end of September. We can see some really chilly air starting to move its way in as we head into the first day of fall. We see some very, very chilly temperatures over here by Wyoming and Montana, where some snowfall is actually going to be occurring. We're going to be dealing with about 30 degrees below average temperatures over here by northeastern Colorado, where it's going to be very, very, very chilly. So prepare for some very chilly temperatures here at the end of the month, after we're going to be getting out of false fall and into our second summer. And then, of course, actual fall is going to be in store as we head into the end of the month. And as we can see here in the Climate Prediction Center 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from the September 19th to 23rd time frame, the western part of the country is going to be well below average, while the eastern part of the country here is going to be well above average. Next 8 to 14 days, really much of the country is going to be well above average. So we head into the end of the month, although the western part of the country is going to be dealing with some very freezing temperatures, as a major snowstorm is looking likely out there. Now, I'll keep you updated on that if it does happen. It's well over 200 hours out, can and will change. And speaking of wintertime, we got the Climate Prediction Center ENSO probability map. Now, I am waiting for the Climate Prediction Center's seasonal outlook to update from the January to March timeframe, as it hasn't been updated since August 15th. Definitely look out for that winter outlook video, by the way. I'll at least have that out by the first day of fall, so definitely make sure you check that out. Now, it's looking like we could be heading into peak La Nina as we head into the November to January time frame, but going to be weakening down as we head into the springtime. Now, Retimmer did mention that we could be dealing with a 2011 kind of severe weather season in 2025. Now, last spring was very wild for severe weather amongst the plains, mainly up by Iowa and Oklahoma. It's looking like 2025 is going to be even more extreme as it was here in 2024. So again, make sure you check out the winter outlook video when I do upload that, as it's looking like we could be dealing with a pretty strange winter season. Now, of course, we got to take a look at the fall foliage as well. It's looking like we have more color going on out here in the Mountain West, and a little bit of color up here by Minnesota, down into Wisconsin, and up here in the Northeast as well. Our peak foliage down here in the Ohio Valley, where the Williams Weather Headquarters is located, is right at the end of the month and into beginning parts of October. So send me any fall foliage if you want to, and send me any snow pictures. I know there's going to be some snowfall going on up there in the Mountain West here soon. Go send it over to my X and Facebook pages. Have my handles up above, and I will have links down in the description down below. So go check those out as well. And it's looking like those good old birds have migrated out. About 218 million birds are predicted to move out tonight. 206 million tomorrow night. So pretty much the birds have already moved out. Say September 16th, 193, a lot less. And there's a lot less birds in flight right now. So pretty much the birds have already moved out, starting to move down south. Do y'all want to hear a bird joke? Here is a bird joke right here. I was flying a kite, and this guy actually asked me, "So you're flying a kite?" I replied, "Nope, fishing for birds." So I hope y'all enjoyed that joke, as they're starting to migrate down south. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you hit that like and share button so more folks are informed about the weather. Also, leave me some feedback in the comment section down below, as feedback helps provide you, the viewer, better and more informative content in the future. And also subscribe, bell notifications turned on, because at Hero Wins Weather we try to make weather forecasting fun and informative. So basically, sum up this video, watch out for Ileana if you live down there west of Mexico and into the Bajas. That could cause some severe weather later this week and some major snowfall in the Colorado mountains. And if you live out there by the Carolinas, it's looking like a potential tropical depression could be moving on, but don't worry. It's just going to be causing some flooding and high winds, and it's just, that's pretty much the only thing that's going to happen with that. And it could result in some well-needed rainfall over by the Ohio Valley. As far as Gordon goes, don't worry about that. It's just going to recurve. And it's looking like as we head towards the end of the month, we could be coming in on some very unseasonably cool areas we head into right around the first day of fall. So don't get used to this second summer just yet, because cool air is on the way, and this could lead to a major snowstorm in the higher elevations. Which, if you do get any snowfall out there, send me some pictures over my X and Facebook pages, and if you have any fall foliage, send it over there too. And speaking of winter, I'll have my winter outlook video up as soon as the Climate Prediction Center updates their seasonal outlook, as it's looking like a crazy winter could be in store. I'll at least have that up by the first day of fall, so make sure you check that out and subscribe so you don't miss it. It's looking like we're going to be into a crazy weather ride as we head into the end of the month, y'all. So again, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in. And until next time, have a great day, y'all, and never stop forecasting.